Dad, can you please help me with my history assignment?
Look, love, I told you, if homeschooling went ahead, you're on your own. But look, I'm not going to judge you when the report card comes in, all right?
Please, Dad.
All right. What's the assignment about?
The Great Wall of China.
Ah, the old Great Wall. Hey, you know why they built it, right? It was to keep the rabbits.
Please don't say to keep the rabbits out. Can you help me or not? Or are you just going to make more crappy jokes from 2006?
All right, Missy. Grab Dad a beer and sharpen that HB pencil. We're going to China. Now, the wall itself is as long as fuck. I'm talking 13 Bruce highways, over 20,000 kilometres. Imagine pulling that on for a job. Imagine the quote you'd have to put in. You'd go over budget in this day and age, but those Chinamen, I mean, these blokes invented the wheelbarrow for fuck's sake. They just hooked in for a few dynasties and got the job done. I'd hate to be the supervisor on that job. I mean, imagine that. A million blokes fucking around, long smoko breaks. It'd be fucking chaotic. See, they give all the credit to this bloke called Qin Shi Huang, first emperor of China. He came on the scene about 221 BC, but you see, every bastard was building their own walls anyway. He just pulled a Bob Catter and said, let's join all these walls together, build them up a bit, and we'll kick these Mongolian cunts out from coming in. And they're like, yeah, right, eh? A lot of dynasties did their bit for the wall. I mean, it was a 2,000-year long project. I mean, talk about dragging out a job. Imagine if they were getting paid, which they weren't. It was mostly built on forced labour. A bit like when I poured that slab for your uncle, remember? Anyway, the thing is, if you died building the thing, they just put you in the wall. Saved a brick or two, which I highly agree with. We need more of that in this country in this day and age. You know how many fuckwits there are on a building site that you'd happily put behind a fucking bit of gyprock? Too many. But like any job, some managers just aren't meant to be in the game. Which brings us to the Song dynasty. Run a complete fuck. The Mongolians just walked on in and took over the whole show. Lost the lot. Complete shit show, which then brought us to the Huan dynasty. They just said, drop your hammers, boys, we're shutting down the site. I mean, wouldn't you be shitty? You're building a wall for that long to keep these Joes out, and then one taps you on the shoulder and says, oh mate, we're taking over. Don't worry about putting in that last rock, just go take a long lunch. Anyway, after a few dramas, they had a bit of a rebellion, as you would. But the best foreman they ever had, I reckon, was the Ming dynasty. They took back power, kicked out them other bastards, and they finished that wall. They used it to regulate trade. They had a good thing called the Silk Road going. They ran a bloody good show. I mean, they had 1 million blokes on the wall at one time. Talk about creating jobs and stimulating the economy. And that's the difference between drivers and operators. See, the average Joe just would have seen a wall. But the Mings, they saw an opportunity. We need more Mings running the country, I reckon. Anyway, they end up expanding way beyond the wall anyway. I suppose they looked back at it and thought, well, fucking hell, we spent all this time and money putting the thing in. What are we going to do with it now? A bit like them lights they put up at Yatala for the Commonwealth Games in the Gold Coast. Then after they deliberated about the idea of turning it into one big long pub crawl, or pub wall, they got the idea of tourism. There's nothing people like doing more than paying to look at shit that's no longer good for anything.
Wow, Dad, you sure do know your history. Thanks a lot. But I'm not too sure I can put in that part about Genghis Khan.
Genghis cunt. And you write in your report like that too, because I got no respect for a bloke that keeps coming on a site, annoying everyone and fucking with the job, okay? And if your teacher don't like that, you tell him to try and build a patio extension while some cunt on a horse comes into his house trying to invade the fucking thing. I've worked with plenty of Genghis Khans and I got no respect for it. Fuck Genghis Khan.